I never. My camera's gonna be shitty this fucking video. Because I can't find the area to fucking do anything about it. Lovely. Well, if you are watching this and you see this camera just zooming in and out, because I can't find the settings for it for some reason. But as you've seen via the title, this is my predictions on Red Dead Redemption 2. Because coming up here on this weekend, we got the Super Bowl coming, and supposedly there's going to be a Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer to show us more now. This prediction isn't whether or not that there might be one or not, because it's up in the air. It's hard to say because it's Red Dead Redemption, which is a Rockstar. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm an idiot. It's a Rockstar property, and it's Rockstar, being that they do what the hell the fuck they want, because, you know, they didn't bring the trailer to E3 last year, so who knows what there will be, if there's going to be a trailer or not. But my prediction is on the game itself. Now, a lot of people are assuming, because they aren't printing the facts and they're just looking at all the rumors, but they are stating, you know, these are rumors, is that it's going to either be a sequel to the game taking place right after what happens, kind of maybe a few years later, towards John Marston's son being the main protagonist, or it's going to be a prequel where we learn more about John Marston himself during his time as a gang or whatever. But my assumption is, well, not being an assumption, I don't know why I said that, my hate is towards people assuming this shit without putting out facts and other possible thoughts, because the fact is, Rockstar doesn't do that kind of shit. They don't do sequels, they don't do prequels where it's mainly like the same character or somebody really close to that character. If you don't believe me, look at the fucking Grand Theft Auto games. That's why I'm annoyed at this shit, because factually, Rockstar doesn't do that shit. They don't do prequels with the same character or sequels with the same character or somebody close to the same character either side. They have done somewhat in that fashion where it's like, where it's Vice City, it's a prequel to Grand Theft Auto 3, or what was it? Yeah, that was GTA 3 first came out. They did kind of a remake of Grand Theft Auto 3, but I mean, a new story and everything. I mean, but as you've seen, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, they don't do same character stories. You know, they don't do the same arc or anything of the such, you know. They aren't doing what people keep assuming that the shit's gonna happen with Red Dead Redemption 2. But again, I am assuming as well at this moment, because again, they might not do what they do with Grand Theft Auto. They might actually do a prequel or a sequel. I am not just throwing that out the window. I am saying that is true if a possibility. But we must remember, with the way they've done with their biggest franchise, Grand Theft Auto, they have not done a prequel or sequel where it's going to be the same character or somebody like their son. I mean, it just hasn't happened yet. Granted, I'm not saying that it isn't a possibility, because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. That's the factual aspects of life. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Period. Granted, there are, you know, being the probability that since it's been shown that they haven't done it yet doesn't mean that they will do it. As things happen that way too, you know. But my prediction is that Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to kind of be like Grand Theft Auto, whereas they're not going to do a prequel or sequel in straight direction towards of what people are assuming. It's not going to be a prequel with John Marston again. It's not going to be a sequel with his son or any of that kind of shit. That's my prediction, at least. Because as I've stated, with the facts of which I have seen of being, you know, playing their games for as long as I have, with the first being Grand Theft Auto, I think it was actually even like the earlier PS2 one was like a 2 or that London one, whatever. But yeah, I mean, out of my thoughts of what they have done, they haven't done even a Volley remake or even a sequel or anything to that. They haven't done another table tennis game. So I mean that they're just mainly staking towards their, you know, main IP, Grand Theft Auto. It is, I mean, if you don't believe on that, I mean, look at being that Red Dead Redemption itself was somewhat of a sequel. It was, you know, because the first one was Red Dead, and I haven't played that game again. Right now I'm probably going off of assumption there was no straight direct tie between Red Dead and Red Dead Redemption. So, being that that's the case, there might not be a tie between Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not saying that's not a possibility. I'm just saying I'm going off the facts of which I have seen and what Rockstar has done. But again, that is my assumption, that is my prediction, that is just my thought. What are yours? I thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a rock'em sock'em day. Peace.